Hi all, and welcome to what I believe is my first video of 2019. And so Happy New Year to everybody. So you should start. This is from the camera here. Right there. Yeah. Right, so as you can see, the title is what's happening in ILC, PSN, Nintendo, and more. So yes, so the reason that the title is what's happening in ILC, PSN, Nintendo, and more, is because I'm going to give you a bit of information about ILC, what's going on this year in the ILC, what's going on PlayStation, and a little bit about what's going on Nintendo Switch, because I know some of you guys out there have a Nintendo Switch as well as PSN, PlayStation, and some of you, like me, might have got one for Christmas, you know. So let's start with PSN, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I want to get you guys' opinion on something. Okay, so basically, there's a woman who used to be in my clan, and basically, she's saying that the gun, the Malfeasance, is useless against Hive, Cabal, and Vex. She says that it is only useful against Taken and Gambit invaders. Now I'm going to give you a little demonstration. Some of you out there have got the Malfeasance, some of you haven't, but I'm going to go into Mars and I'm going to give you a little demonstration. While I'm loading into Mars, I'm going to tell you the main perks of the gun. So, it has Taken Predator, where it does triple damage to Taken, double damage to Gambit invaders. It also has slugs, which cursed slugs, which dig into the target, stack on top of one another, and then when you stacked roughly 6 or 7, they explode, damaging the target. So anyway, here we are on Mars at the Tech facility. Now let's go find some Hive. Oh, well, some Cabal here. There's some Hive. Headshot is one-shot kill, on a cabal or a hive. Body shot is half a health bar. You can see there, the slugs do in fact make it explode. Now you could argue that this is just because these are taking acolyte, hive acolytes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to find us a taken knight or something. So here's a taken knight over here. 4-shot kill. Even with a knight, you see, it's half a health bar, one shot. So, really, in my personal opinion, this is an excellent gun. So I've shown you how it is against Hive and Cabal. So now let's go find some vets to demonstrate, shall we? I think Nessus might be a good place to start for that. Here's some Fallen. May as well demonstrating them while they're here. Flag. Yeah, I did just drive from a mountain. Just screwing around until this bloody thing starts. Kinda the impatient type, me. 50 seconds, bloody long time. Come on, we've X already. And it's fallen. Well, we don't want fallen, so... Okay, so... Anyway, it's a very good gun, as you can see. At least in my opinion, and I know a lot of people share that opinion. So I would like to know what you think of this gun. Oh, here's a Vex Wanted. Okay, so this is going to be a good demonstration for you guys, so pay attention, okay? Now, gonna take us and I'm gonna show you a demonstration of this game at Fuse Landing now, which is one of the new areas from the new DLC. It is, of course, the main area the most important area of Tangled Shore. There are some other things I would like people's opinion on that this woman has said. One thing, and these were her exact words, are that in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, skill does not... Sorry. Not still one word. What she said is that experience, like, not experience points, experience was we're using all the skills, abilities, how many times you've done it does not matter. She literally said how much experience you have does not matter. It does not matter if you have 6 years experience or 6 days experience, if you did it 3 times or 10 times. So I would like your opinion on that, guys. And I would say that I definitely regret ever having that person in my clan, because she was extremely abusive and she's got extremely nasty in the end, and she has no idea at all of how to speak to a clan leader or how to speak about her clan mates. This is the special event, as you can see, where you got to capture you're going to stun the boss and then capture him. Now, it is very, very important to remember that if you're playing with people and they're random, and they're randoms, chances are they are going to want to make this activity go heroic, because when an activity goes heroic, you do have a chance of getting an exotic. So you're not going to want to just obliterate the boss with everything you've got. What you're going to want to do is hold off on the chaos beams and stuff like that. You're going to want to weaken him until the ground starts getting covered in that ice stuff. Then you're going to want to use a rocket launcher or whatever, to destroy the indicated areas on the capsule he came out of. Grab the orbs and chuck the orbs at him. When you got the orbs chucked at him, it will go heroic. Then you stand in this circle and wipe everything out, just like I'm doing with these guys here. Even if you don't get an exotic, you're guaranteed to get 2 or 3 ghost fragments instead of just the 1 ghost fragment, and double resources as well. And so people are going to get quite pissed at you if you do not let it go heroic. Here's the chest. Let's see what we get. 2 ghost fragments and a crappy blue gun. But it's enough to get me the bounty from Spider. So you see, you get 2 chances as an exotic, because once you got... See if there's anything in here to kill. Let's prove a Spider. Nah, there's not. Weird. But anyway, once you get 5 fragments, you can buy the bounty from Spider, which is a weekly bounty, and there's a chance of giving you an exotic. Apologies, guys, but you can't help it when you sneeze. Most of you already know this stuff, but just in case you're new players who don't, I'm going to just explain to you about Spider. Basically, he has a bit in the story mode. You deal with him. I'm not going to explain about that, but he is also like a smuggler and slash trader, and you can buy materials you need to level up from. You can also grab some bounties from him. This is him here. He's basically Destiny's version of Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars. These are his bounties, and this is this week's one, the Silent Fang. The Silent Fang has a very high chance of giving you the exotic Lord of Wolves. It is a hybrid shotgun and pulse rifle. It has the range of a shotgun, but the fire rate and ammo capacity of a pulse rifle. It also has the impact of a shotgun, so now that's the demonstration over for that, I think. So got a lot to cover this on this video, so I'm going to move on a bit. There's going to be some new programs started by the ILC. Now, one of these things is basically we are going to start helping people learn to be clan members, to have clans. What I mean by that is the smaller part of, let's get into two halves. The smaller part of that is going to be that we teach people who are thinking of joining a clan, who decide whether or not to join a clan, what it's like to be in a clan, and we explain to them what would be expected of them if they join a clan, help them be aware of the fact that there are some things they won't be able to do anymore once they become part of a clan, because obviously being part of a clan is different to playing just for randoms or playing solo. A lot changes for you when you join a clan, but the main part of what we plan to do is that you can apply to be assessed by one of the ILC clan leaders. Sorry, did I say clan leaders? Okay, so the ILC, for those of you who are not aware, but ILC stands for Interstellar League Clans. I have done videos explaining about that before. I'll explain what it is again on another video I do after this one at some point. Anyway, long story short, one of the leaders of the ILC can assess you and to see if you are the right sort of person for us to help learn to be a clan leader. We will then, if you are, we will train you to become a clan leader. We will teach you what you need to do to be a good clan leader. We will teach you how to make sure your plan stays active. We will teach you to keep an eye out, for things that are going wrong. We will teach you how to stop people causing trouble in your plan. We will teach you how to understand various things that a lot of people don't become aware of straight away, such as the Bungie Destiny 1 / Destiny 2 Code of Conduct. A lot of people don't even know that that exists. I'll also be doing a video about the Bungie Destiny Code of Conduct. Another thing that's going to be going on with the ILC is that we are going to be looking for some new members for our leaders group. Get to be one of the leaders of the ILC, which is quite an important job, and in actual fact, quite an enjoyable one, and you get a lot of stuff out of doing it that you will like having. So really, that would be good. That will also be on my explanatory video about interstellar legal plans. Also, there's going to be a lot going on with the Lion Academy. We've got a lot more students in it now. A lot of people are enjoying it. A lot of people are coming back to it after doing things that they didn't realise were not as good or worth their time. Another thing is that we have created, there's been there is a Pokemon community has been created on PSN. Now, as you know, Pokemon is a Nintendo game, not a PSN game, sadly. However, it is an awesome game. And as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of people out there who have got a Nintendo Switch as well as a PlayStation 4. Maybe some of you got it for Christmas, I know I did. And personally, I think it's absolutely awesome. Now, it is called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Stars. And it does a number of things. One thing it does is it connects people who have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu with each other so they can trade and battle. And since there is no longer any form of actual communication online during trading and battling on Nintendo 3DS or Nintendo Switch, for some reason that was taken out by Nintendo, as of Ultra Moon being out and Ultra Sun being out. It means you can then get in a party with whoever you're playing with and speak via your PlayStation 4 while you're battling and trading via your 3DS or your Nintendo Switch. Primarily, it's a Nintendo Switch community for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as the name would suggest. However, you are welcome to join if you have Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, Sun, Moon, or any of the 3DS games where you can play against each other or with each other with our Pokemon. Also, we'll be holding some Pokemon activities. At some point we'll be holding a Pokemon Day that will be involving basically anything Pokemon you can possibly think of. Will be doing it. You will be able to be doing battling, trading. So you got Minecraft. We're doing your Pokemon build competition. Pokemon quizzes. Pokemon tournaments. Little bit of it may be live streamed. Now this will be happening once we get a few more members, so please, if you do decide to join the community, invite your friends to a Pokemon as well. It is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee Stars. But the player who owns the community is Knight Rider. You can look him up in any of his communities, as you could with anybody, on any line. So he's in Knight Rider is also in my communities, I believe. But I'm sure you'll find it easy enough. Last thing I have got to say, and this is going to piss some people off, but really not that many, I think. Is a little bit of fresh information about what's going on in Fortnite. Some of you out there did not believe me that Nintendo have decided against spreading Fortnite Battle Royale to any of their other consoles. And the only reason they're keeping it on Switch is because they have a contract that says they have to. Well, you guys who didn't believe me, you asked for proof, and if you have a Nintendo Switch, or you have a friend who has a Nintendo Switch, I now have that proof for you. Last year and this year, Nintendo released their info about the charts. I got the list of charts 2018 late because I only got mine at Christmas, my console at Christmas. But in 2018's top 17 games, Fortnite was not in it. 2019 games, that's this year's top 17, top 10 games, not in it. It has been totally removed from the Nintendo charts, and they have reprogrammed the shop so that the only way anyone can get Fortnite to come up on the screen is to go into the store and type in Fortnite Battle Royale in the search box. So quite a clear message there to Epic Games from Nintendo Games that they don't want Fortnite on their systems, I think. So, if you don't believe me, check on the charts for Nintendo Switch. You will see quite clearly loads of Mario games on it, free Pokemon games on it, Zelda games, all sorts of other games. No Fortnite. Next video, I will be telling you a bit about the ILC for those of you who don't know about it yet. Also be telling you who to contact and how to get in touch with us about being taught to be a clan leader. So that should be good for you guys, and I'll be doing a number of other videos as well. Last thing I would like to say is this is just a question for this person, or maybe if they're watching. Someone put a dislike on my Christmas celebration stream, and quite frankly, I would like to know why. Because if you're gonna put a dislike on, at least put a comment as well saying why you disliked. It's what I do, what all my friends do. Anyway, if this video was enjoyable for you, or useful to you in any way, shape or form, then please click that like button, and as I said, your opinion of what I was saying about the gun earlier, and catch you next time. Stay cool, and catch you next time, guys.